We got Mohamed Mokaev back here on the program. He's going to be fighting at UFC London against Charles Johnson. Mohamed, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm in Florida at the moment, just preparing for my fight.
And we'll talk about that in a sec. Obviously, big camp there at American Top Team. But I wanted to start with how difficult was it getting an opponent? Charles Johnson, probably not the name we expected. I know there was a couple guys you were looking to fight, but were you surprised how difficult it was to get your next fight?
Yes, I'm surprised, but sometimes I'm not surprised. You know why? Because I know, I'm dangerous for anyone, like for the striker, for the grappler, for all round fighter. I'm all round fighter, so I'm dangerous for anyone. So nobody want to risk. There's easier fights to find than me. So I was surprised, and same time I respect Charles Johnson for accepting this fight. It's his life opportunity. So if you don't take this risk, you're not gonna get your opportunity. Maybe if he decline this fight, he not fight in UFC maybe next 2 years.
Yeah, that's a great point. Did you know much about Charles before accepting the fight?
I do, to be honest. I trained with him in Tiger Muay Thai.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
2019, I think. Yeah, he won trials. Tiger Muay Thai trials, and I got into Tiger Muay Thai without trials. So he lived there. But his striking is okay, but his grappling and wrestling, very big problem.
You mentioned it there being in Florida at American Top Team. What made you decide on going to that gym to train for this camp? What was the reason?
It's my kid's dream to come over to America, especially team like American Top Team. I always watch documentary films like Masvidal and Poirier, watch them training here, and I really want to come. Also, I want to get out from comfort zone, stay at the dorms, live at the gym, like just get back to humble life.
What made you choose American Top Team over some other gyms?
Yeah, Brad Pickett was told me about Mike Brown is amazing coach. Parumpa also messaged me to come over, and like guys like Masvidal, like Poirier, Gamrot, Arman Sarukan. So many guys training here. Monsari Vloev, Magomed Kirimov, PFL champ. So many good guys training over here, and I just want to come out and training. Also is humble life, living at the dorms too.
Yeah, it looks like a great camp. How long has it been now that you've been in American Top Team? How long has this camp been?
Like it's already like 8 weeks now. I'm here.
Cool. That's great.
Yes, another 1 week, and then I go back to UK.
Good stuff, man. That's awesome. Let's talk about Charles Johnson. You mentioned being familiar with him. 11-2 record, former LFA champ. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Great matchup. Like it's a round fighter versus striker basically. So he's a good striker, good cardio. He's a Olympic runner or something, but we're not in a race.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And as far as training camp, I know you've gotten to train with pretty much anyone. Has there been anyone that you've got to train with a little bit more than others in American Top Team? Who have you mainly got to work with?
Pantoja, maybe.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Pantoja, Pedro Muniz, the Sue, top 15 flyweight Sue.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I mean, right?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's my neighbor.
Yeah.
And Rizvan Abuyev, flyweight from Russia, he came over to help me too. Like he's tall striker, and it's good. It's been good camp, to be honest.
Yeah, and I've spoken to some of your teammates at American Top Team just asking about you, and the same thing I hear is that just your work ethic is unreal. It seems like you fit in really well with the team. Does it feel almost like a family atmosphere being there?
To be honest, I love it over here. I just want to. I would love to live here. If I was married, I would live here and just. I love this atmosphere. The bigs flying over here. Like
Yeah.
it's hard work, hard training sessions, good, but you just don't feel it because it's a lot of good energy. You just feel like it's normal day for you.
Yeah, and
the best place I've ever been.
No, I bet. And you mentioned Pedro Munoz. He's going to be fighting Sean O'Malley coming up on Saturday. How's Pedro looking in camp, and what's it been like to be part of his camp for Sean O'Malley?
He's looking sharp. I believe he'll stop Sean O'Malley, and He's a top guy. Every time you see him, he's smiling. He's good energy, and good things happen to good people. So
I agree.
I want him to come out from the cage with the victory.
Yeah, that's great, man. And one other name I got to mention is Cody Durden. I know you two got to train together, kind of buried the hatchet, and Cody got a pretty big win last night, a knockout finish. What was it like getting to reconnect with him and kind of make amends?
Amazing. It's a sport. It's nothing personal. Like whatever he said, he got it, and we just move on. You cannot sit and talk shit about the guy who lost. I can lose. I can get knocked out. I can get submitted. I'm a human too, So it's okay. When I see him, we spoke all good. We trained together. He's a strong guy, and I believe he can beat many guys in the UFC. And I wish him all the best. He does everything for the family. So you have to respect this.
For sure. Did you approach him or did he approach you when you saw him in the gym? What was that first exchange like?
When I see him sitting, I came to him and said hello. I actually grabbed him.
Did you really?
Yes.
How did he react?
He didn't thought it's me,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I said I'll send you back to America, and I came for you too.
There you go. That's awesome. But in all seriousness, like, I think that's a great part of the sport. And you just mentioned it there. There's that camaraderie. It's not all about, like things being personal. You guys can, relate on a certain level and train together, and you can fight each other and still be friends after. I think that was a really good message when you posted that photo on Twitter. I thought the feedback was really good too.
Yeah, that's right. Especially younger generation looking at us, we're already showing sometimes bad example, but we have to back, like with minus, you have to do a plus,
Yeah.
Like
No.
feels good afterwards.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Rustam Khabilov coming over, Jim Garnett and Jez. He's my big brother. He's good. He always supports me. So Rustam Khabilov coming over. So I'm really happy.
That's great. And how do you see the fight playing out on July 23rd?
I will finish him. I believe I will finish him. Not like being arrogant. I believe there's skills to the level. There's like skills, and I'm a better grappler, better wrestler, better all-round fighter than him.
I know obviously the focus is on July 23rd, but I do see on social media there's some other flyweights who seem to want to fight you. I know Jeff Molina is one of them. How do you stay focused on the task at hand when you have these other flyweights wanting to fight you and talk on social media?
He actually doesn't want to fight me. I called him out 2 weeks ago, and he said on Ariel Hilvani, like, sure, maybe one day somehow, somewhere we meet, we both young and all this. Basically, he got out of the question, and he called out Cody Durden last night. I'm like, why Cody Durden? I'm ready for you. Like, I'm here. I'm on winning streak. You're on winning streak. Who else do you need, And it's a bad matchup. I'm a very bad matchup for him. I'll finish him quicker than Cody Durden. And
okay.
Yes. And I think Cody Durden is a decent fighter, but Jeff Molina not that level. I believe he lost last fight too. So I want to fight October 22nd in Abu Dhabi.
That would be amazing. I mean, just think about that. And again, not looking ahead here, but you're getting to fight in London for the UFC, which is a big deal as it is. And then, potentially fighting in Abu Dhabi. What would that mean to you to have all that done in 1 year? That would be pretty incredible.
I believe I can have one more fight after October too. Why not? I have 5 fights in 1 week in amateur tournaments, and they're not easier than professionals. I mean, so there's some amateurs crazy, So if I'm healthy, if I don't have any injuries, after March fight, I went to Dagestan to train. I've wrestled there and done a lot of strength condition. I'm back to the camp straight away after big victory. Bonus or good big money doesn't affect me. I want to chase my dream.
I know obviously the focus has been on training camp and you're in the dorms and all that. What are you doing with your free time? Have you been going to the beach? What have you been up to when you get that little bit of free time in Florida?
Sleep, eat, sleep, and maybe go to the beach for like 1-2 hours, relax, just with my own mind, and go with my friends. There's so many people here, very close. Like we go maybe eat together, and that's it. Nothing special.
How do you deal with the temptations though? You're a really young guy. I know you don't drink, and there's a lot of things that would pull you in the wrong direction in Florida. How do you stay humble and keep the eye on the prize, so to speak, and not take into those temptations?
I've seen a lot of fighters lose their mind. I already learned this example from other fighters, and it's easy to lose your mind in this game, especially like drinks. I don't drink, and like girls. I'm married guy. Like what
Yeah,
else do I need? Like
exactly. You got everything. Yeah.
yeah, I got everything. I just want to earn my. I earn my. I want to become a champion, earn money for the family, and live just just like normal guy, without being noisy in the parties.
Yeah. No, I think we've seen a lot of examples of fighters who do too much of that, and it affects their fight career. So that's important. And just last thing, kind of on that note, how difficult has it been being away from home? Because I don't believe your wife is in Florida, right? She's back in the UK?
No, she's in Dagestan, but
Oh, Dagestan, sorry. Okay.
it will come to my fight. Um, it's. I think it makes me when I'm away from my family, it makes me more focused and
Yeah.
and like stay focused to bring something back with me.
Absolutely. Mohammed, I know you've been doing a lot of media today. Thank you so much for taking the time. Always good talking to you, man. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
I want to thank all you guys for supporting us fighters, spending your free time on us, and appreciate everything.